real good, but good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Detoy Jeep here. Sorry about that. Today we're going to be talking about installing a thermostat. Reason being, and a Hayden Automotive 2337 fan clutch. Reason being is the Jeep is not overheating, but it's getting over 210. Yesterday I had the OBD2 sensor in it, and it was reading 237, which to me is not normal. But I know I put the bigger tires on, so that's probably the issue, and I have to re-gear it. But I went ahead and bought a fan clutch, as you can see here. They don't make Mopar fan clutches anymore, so I had to get the Hayden, which is supposed to be the same thing as Mopar. There's an installation kit here, and some washers. But also went ahead and got the thermostat, normal 195 with the little valve. So we're gonna go ahead and try to install this today. Okay, I was observing here on the Jeep. Now what I have to do is, so I can get a better angle of this here. Here's the fan, as you can see. Down in here, it's hard for me to grasp it, but right here there's 4 bolts. You have to loosen the 4 bolts and pull it out. If you look here on the new one, this is the way it sits on the Jeep. These are the 4 bolts. These are the 4 inserts right there, these holes. There's 4 bolts there. You have to take it out in order to pull the fan out. Once we get done with that, before I reinstall it, I'm going to go ahead and remove the housing here for the thermostat and replace that while we're at it. Now you're gonna have to get a 12 millimeter, half. So I can get this thing to zoom in. Half open socket for the screws to get in here. Of course, the higher Jeep is, the harder it is to get in. But let's see if I can at least focus to show you more or less where the screws are. A ½ inch. You can start taking them off. I loosened them up a little bit, so it won't be that hard. I'll let it fall, and I'll pick them up later. It's the easiest way to do it. Get the 4 screws off. I was able to get them off. Pull the fan back out of the bolts right there. That's it. Sorry about the zooming. And then once you get it off, try to bring it up through here without hitting the fan or anything. Hitting the radiator. You don't want to mess it up. I'm gonna have to go right now. I gotta use both hands. Okay, I was able to pull the fan out through the top of the shroud. This is what it looks like from one end and the other. But what I was doing was, you can see it's got a little kind of hard. So you're supposed to do this one. It's almost the same, so maybe the fan is good. It could be a little, but it might be me thinking it's a little loose. But now I'm going to go ahead and take these bolts out and connect the fan over here. This is a ½ inch. Alright, sorry about that, I had a phone call. So
Hello?
once you take it off, I went ahead and wash it down with a brush, metal brush. And if you get confused, it'll say front. Well, this one does on the front. So, it goes this way because that's the way the front will be. On the other one, well, the way you take it off is the way you put it back on. Like I was saying earlier, if it's overheating, well, if it's getting hotter than normal, then I would suggest change the parts little by little. When you change parts, don't go buying cheap AutoZone, AutoAdvance, Napa parts. I went online, I searched and searched for Mopar clutch fan. They don't make them anymore. Hayden is the next brand that is known by Mopar. Same thing with the thermostat. I have to give you the name on that one. But go ahead and put these screws back on, line everything up, tighten it. Thermostat's gonna be a little bit different because it is going to be a little weird to do that. Antifreeze is going to come out. You have to be careful. But I'm going to put this to the side because while it's out, I'm going to take advantage and try to go ahead and connect or put in the thermostat. So let's take a look at that now. Alright, for the thermostat, we're going to have to take out the housing. I'm trying to see if I should take the shroud out. Might be easier. It's got two screws. Maybe I'll take the shroud out. Let me see. Like I said, I got a screw right here, a screw in the bottom. Should be two more. It just gives it more room so when you work right here. Let's see what I'm gonna do and I'll let you know. Alright, I take the shroud off. As you can see, it's not on there. It's more open space. It's right there on the floor. It was a pain in the butt. I couldn't show you because the screws on the bottom, literally I had to go underneath the Jeep to take them off. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the sensor, take it off, release this here, and then I should be able to take the bolt, this one and one right under here, take it right out, put the new thermostat in. Let me go ahead. It looks like it's going to rain. Hopefully not. Let me go ahead and do that. Let me get a pan and put it underneath it so it doesn't spill. Put the camera in the best possible angle I can find so that way I can record and you can see exactly what's going on. That was the temperature sensor. This right here. This here's heater. It's for the heater on the Jeep. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this hose, which probably has not been removed in 20 years. Oops. Check this again. Sorry about that. I'm no mechanic. I'm just here trying to make a video. And this thing's gonna be hard. Like I said, it's probably been on there for probably about 20 years. Try to move this up a little bit. That way it'll be easy for me to take off. I'm gonna need a screwdriver or something. Try to break this off without messing up the a little tug. Antifreeze is probably going to come out most likely. I wouldn't doubt it because it's a thermostat. I'll go nice and easy and move the take off the cover just to relieve pressure. I don't know how much stuff's going to come out of here. Alright, there we go. So I'm going to take this and move it here. And I let, oops. Yeah, it's getting a little gravelly. I'm gonna have to clean that up before the wife comes up. Makes me clean it up. see. I'm trying to get the cap. Come on. There we go. Alright, so I got most of that out. I'm going to go ahead and hose it down real quick, just so it doesn't stain my dry. Alright, I'm going to have to break both bolts. One's right here. And this is a 1/2-inch socket. The other one is right underneath here. Got to wiggle the belt a little bit. And that one also. And then that should break the housing right off. Clean it, set the new thermostat, and should be good to go. Let's see how hard this is going to be. Oh, not hard at all. I guarantee more antifreeze is going to come out, of course. Take the whole bolt off. Sorry, the camera keeps moving. Long bolt here. This is the top one. Try to remember them just in case. And then I'm going to go for the bottom one now. Bottom one's a little tricky. Like I said, time to clean a belt. Not tight at all. And right out. Sorry about all the noise. My neighbor's cutting the grass. Sorry about that. Show some respect. You see him doing a video? It's probably a long one here too. Let's see. Let me see. I said it's. I'm surprised the housing just came right up. Look at that. Whoop. So the bottom one is short. Just like I told you. Oh, the antifreeze coming up. Now what I want to see here is I want to see exactly. Oh wait, you see what I'm talking about? Let me get this out of here. Alright. The thermostat does not look too bad. I mean, there's just a piece of the gasket. I had to clean it up in here real good, but oop, there we go, some more. I don't know if you can tell if this is good or bad, but let me match it up with the new one. Where's my new one? And this one, believe it or not, the back said Mopar with the number on it. But then when I get it and I open it up, it says Motorrad. So, what do you believe? They both look about the same. 195. This one says 180. Somebody must have changed that. Huh. This is it says 180, 2196, and the new one says 195. So I'm wondering if somebody put it in a 180. Well, I guess we'll find out. But first thing is, I'm gonna have to clean that. Let me get a little razor and clean that scum off of there. Alright, I got here a brand new blade. You can see. I gotta clean this. It's just gunk. Take all this gunk off. Make it nice and smooth. It's breezy, but you know why? It's because it's gonna rain like hell. That's why. Make sure that when you clean it, you don't scrub too hard. You just want to get that nasty stuff off of it. Trying to clean the other side there. That's nasty. I don't want it to fall inside though, that's the problem. That's the outside the Jeep, not inside. That's some gunky stuff. Right in the head. inches. See what we got here. Might have to flush this out. Oops. Hope it don't rain. I want to finish with this. And if it does, it does. How can I do that? Alright, so we're done with this side. Check the other side. Where's the razor? Here we go. Wow, look at this. Oh, I got that thing here. Can you see? Probably not. Try to take this thing out of there. I have to use a razor to get this out. See if I can fix this so you can see a little bit at least. I gotta try to get this whole thing out of here. So I got a razor here trying to do it. They're watching them cut myself. That's all I need is to cut myself, and then I'll really be screwed. And I'll be like, "Here, Chief, what had happened was trying to play mechanic and don't know what happened, but." Alright, I got a Felt Pro thermostat gasket, which is supposed to be one of the best ones. So you can see, I went ahead and inserted a new one. I want to make sure the little valve is facing up. And Felt Pro is supposed to be one of the best gaskets around. I'm going to go ahead and put it on here so you can see what it looks like. Let's see, hopefully it's the right one. And backwards. Alright, here we go. So it goes on here like this. Put the screws on it. First, I need to put some silicone to dry it off because it did get wet. Silicone I got is a water pump and thermostat housing gasket maker. Just want to go ahead and put a little bit on it. There's some instructions, but you don't really need to. The instructions. What you want to do is take it, open it, turn this thing around, punch a little hole. Then you want to grab the gasket. Where's it at? Can't see. You want to grab, make sure you got it in the right way. Dry it up some more. It's going to get wet anyway. But let's try this again. Put this on here this way. So I'm going to get some gasket sealer, put it on here. You don't need much. Basically just to hold it in place. Put it all the way around. Put like a little base. Kind of like a little glue. Okay. Now I'm gonna put it on here, the way it's supposed to go, like that. Pat it down on there. And now, just want to get a little bit on this side. Really don't need it, but we're gonna be safe than sorry where it might leak where I don't think it's going to, but you never know. Some people are going to say you don't need it, some people are going to say put more or less, whatever. Don't forget the big bolt goes on top, the long one. Short one goes on the bottom. So let's try to install this back. I hope it doesn't leak before the rain comes. Let me get this thing, there we go. Alright, so I'll get to the belt again. Try to get a nut to move. Alright, I got the top bolt in. The long one. I get the short one and put it in the bottom. And it sucks being left-handed sometimes because I can't get in there. I gotta find a hook. Hold on, where's the hook? Underneath the duct. Camera might end up falling because of the direction that I have to try to get my hand in here. Put this on. I'm going to have to hopefully it's going in. Ooh, nice breeze. Feels like rain. I think it's going in. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten it. See? I can't see. See if I can grab this, tighten it. Kind of like what we did when we took it out. Man, this thing is a pain in the ass. Try to do it this way. As long as it goes in nice and smooth, you know you got it. can go to the top one, tighten that one. Fuck. Go back. Tighten the bottom one again. Keep hitting the camera. You keep seeing it. I'm sorry, this thing keeps moving. The question now is it going to overheat or is it going to leak? We will not know because, as you can see, it started raining. So I finished. The shroud was a pain in the butt to put back on. Screws on the bottom, you got to go from the bottom, like I said in the beginning of the video. But tomorrow I will have to go get some antifreeze and start it up, and cross my fingers it doesn't leak. So I'll keep you posted tomorrow. Alright, now I'm test driving it. I had to go to AutoZone and get some antifreeze to fill up the reservoir. But so far it's staying on 210, but this is not the real challenge. It just finished raining. It's kind of chilly right now. But Thursday will be the real test. Hopefully it stays this way, and I will keep you posted. Hopefully there's no leaks. I won't know till tomorrow. And I'm going to go ahead and try to burp the system, fill it up, leave it running for a while, cross my fingers. This will solve the problem. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll keep you posted or just ask what the outcome is. Today's the next day, and let me give you the update. As you can see, I drove like 97 miles and it's below 210, which is where we want it to be. So I guess the fan clutch and the thermostat was the issue. But as you can see, now I have a new one. I gotta see what the problem is with this. Like, share, subscribe. See you in the next video.